Today I'm in Heath Hall, which is one of the largest private residences in London, which is worth about 100 million. I'm going to meet Guy Forrester, who is the architect that presided over this major refurbishment. This is such an important task for me, and I don't want to get it wrong. I've got to know every brick, every nuance of this property so that I can answer any question that any journalist will put to me.
As you know, this is a late arts and crafts movement house. Arts and crafts movement was from 1860 to 1910, and it's a design movement all about the honesty of materials and the interest in nature.
Tell us about the staircase.
Well, it's very important. As you rightly say, again, it's English oak. You can see here the candy stick balustrading, which is a very traditional English technique, actually, and it's referenced back here to a traditional motif, which is this diamond pattern here. We chose the diamond pattern because it is a very strong arts and crafts image. It's simple and plain and honest, and we've used it throughout the whole of the house wherever we can, so it's a recurring theme. This, Trevor, is the sunroom.
I've described this as an extravaganza of light here because it's so different to the other more traditional parts of the house. But it's the setting where you can see a family can really enjoy themselves and be relaxed.
Obviously, last century's living was completely different, and today we expect to live in an airy, light, sunny environment, and that's what we try to create here, and I think it works quite well.
Guy, the master bedroom. You're struck by the grandeur of this place.
But if you think that's something, you should come and look at the bathroom. What do you think of that?
Wow, it's a showstopper, isn't it?
It is. That's a solid piece of marble, weighs about 2 tons and cost in excess of 200,000.
My golly, I can understand why the client wanted it. Well done. Now, Guy, the leisure area, the pool, tell me about some history behind this area.
Well, what's really interesting about this, apart from being a fabulous sort of space, is originally this was a garage.
I've learned a lot about the history of the property, and I think I'm actually on my way to understanding the important features of this property.
So you've got the 6 windows there.
Wow, all onto Hyde Park, very
Absolutely.
nice.
Today I'm meeting Andrea. She's been renting in Hyde Park Estate and is determined to buy here.
I'm really curious to see what else is out there.
This property offers a turnkey solution. All she has to do is literally turn up with a suitcase and she's in. So here we are, Hampshire House.
Ah, nice and shiny.
Picked every single piece of wood by hand, floors inlaid with marble. And up here we've got the raised dining area, and here we've got the fantastic view of Hyde Park.
Wow, oh, it's beautiful.
Who needs to worry about balconies when Hyde Park's your playground?
This property search has been really challenging, looking for a decent amount of outdoor space for our dogs, and it's not that easy in London to find places that are actually pet-friendly in the first place.
Study area.
Great.
And, of course, the all-important...
wardrobe.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And here's the master bedroom.
Oh, it's lovely. It's nice and bright.
Good size, isn't it?
Yeah, the ceiling detail is very interesting as well. I obviously really liked that it's all new, but I think just a little bit out of our price range. I think this place is very beautiful, but it's a lot more expensive, and I do think it lacks the outdoor space that we're hoping for our dogs.
I thought being opposite Hyde Park might have just swung it, but there's no doubt she really needs private outside space. I'm going to take her to look at this other property. It's sort of the happy medium between the two, and I really think this is going to make up her mind one way or the other.
I'm in one of the finest houses in Europe, Heath Hall.
Warren.
Hi, Trevor.
A great pleasure, sir.
Today I'm meeting Warren Chapman, who is the lead designer in charge of the exteriors, and I am going to learn a lot more about the features of the property and the gardens. Now, for instance, tell me about this brickwork, tell me about the door.
It's quite unusual to have an entrance like this in a domestic building. It's essentially a Norman arch, but more typical in a church. And the closer you get to it, the more intimate it becomes. There's so much detail here. There's all the carving around there. There's beautiful brickwork. We had metal workers, we had stone workers, we had bricklayers, and we had joiners, and we had stained glass people. All, you know, fantastic trades.
Now, we're surrounded by gardens. Let's go and just explore a little bit.
The grounds altogether is 2 acres. We've given the house 2 formal gardens. One is to the south, and the other one is surrounded by a pergola and has a reflecting pool, which is also a swimming pool.
You've done a fantastic job here. We've got literally everything. The Japanese garden, the English rose garden, the tennis court, the outdoor pool. I mean, it's extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quiet. Would you excuse me 1 second? I've just got a call.
Hi, Trevor.
Joy. What a joy.
I've set up a meeting with the journalist now for tomorrow at Heath Hall. Is that going to be okay?
It's tricky, but we'll deal with it, won't we? In the ideal world, I would have liked more time to prepare for the interview. But if it's tomorrow, I got 1 shot at it. I'm going to make it count. Warren, would you forgive me? I've got to run to the office.
OK.
It's a great pleasure to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Warren.
Property number 3, penthouse with a roof terrace.
Great.
Today I'm meeting my client Andrea to show her another property. This is my wild card.